while.
Nice.
Penny, if you're listening, yeah, we remember you. Why don't we take a break here, guys? When we come back, we could talk about where we're going from here, what you have in the irons in the fire. You're listening to My Night Out Radio on Rhode Island Free Radio. We're going to leave here with Faux Ox, Hooks for Hands. We'll be back in a minute.
Is free. The law. There is hope.
Reflected in the races you have run.
Hey, welcome back, Night Outers, to RI Free Radio. This is George with Ed, and in a studio with Jim Nellis from Rhode Island Food Fights. And we just heard Analog Sunset from Loud Clappers. So as we were talking about all the different venues we've been exposed to through Rhode Island Food Fights, Jim, why don't you spend a few minutes on the Big Burger Blowout that's taking place right now through the month of May, and tell us what's planned for the rest of the summer.
So we've got the 4th annual Incredible Ice Cream Throwdown. So it'll be the best ice cream in Rhode Island. We'll have anywhere from 12 to 15 to 20 ice cream shops meeting outside. We'll have Yacht Club Soda, New Harvest Coffee Roasters. Those guys, both of those guys, they just post for every one of my events. They're awesome. I have a couple of food trucks. Should be just a phenomenal day.
I'm looking forward to the massive ice cream headache afterwards.
the brain freeze.
Yes.
We went last year to the ice cream challenge, and you wouldn't think of a place like Julian's making ice cream. And that was my vote, and they ended up winning that event.
That's what's really I really love about this whole process is Julian's is it's a great restaurant. Okay, but you think about it for cocktails, you think about it for brunch,
right?
For hamburgers, you don't think about it for ice cream necessarily. Chef Jordan is phenomenal. He's a young chef. He is just an up and comer, and he just gets it done. He's phenomenal. He's really good.
And they just presented in the Cupcake Challenge as well. Was that correct? Was he?
They were in the Cupcake.
Yeah.
Yes.
They also in the cookies. They came in. They think there were people. I
believe that was the apple pie cookie.
Yes. It's crazy. And Julian's doing cookies.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
That brings up a good point also, where you're bringing all these businesses together. These. Well, the chefs or cooks or whatever, they're going to come up with something like Fat Guy's Pizza in Johnston.
Good dude.
Came up with his special wing sauce only for the wing challenge.
Exactly.
They're going to try to pull out all the stops, do something very special, creative, unique, just for this to just get that little bit of a leg up. So I think it's good that they're flexing their brain muscles or whatever to come up with something that's going to set them aside from everyone else.
Bonehead's right down the street. Sorry, George.
Yeah.
Bonehead's right down the street, I think.
Pretty close.
Yeah. They bring it every...
Oh, yeah.
They not only they bring it with the food, they bring it with the props and the whole mentality. Their social media is off the charts. They're great guys, and they're really, really good business folks. So, yeah, it's a whole lot of fun watching that unfold, too.
And it's great to see all these different business models. You have like a place like the wing place here in West Warwick, and then you have East Coast Pizza in Johnston.
Best pizza.
Small pizza shop, basically, that probably just serves their immediate neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now you have an event like yours, and you're bringing people from all over the state into this.
And they won.
Shop is about as big as our studio, and they won.
Choice.
Yeah.
And you go in there, and it's a pizza joint.
Yeah.
Right. And behind the counter, he has fresh, sourced, farm fresh ingredients. I mean, it's just okay. So this guy takes it seriously, and he does a phenomenal product. But then also his marketing. I watched. It was really fun. People would come in and order a pizza to go. While they waited, he said, "What kind of slice would you like?" He gave them a slice of pizza to eat while they waited for their pizza. I love that kind of stuff. And why wouldn't you?
Right.
Well, unit cost on a slice of pizza is negligible.
Right.
But they're going to remember that.
Absolutely. And he's a great guy, too. Yeah. So that's fun watching that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and now that we're heading into the farmers market part of the year, it's great to see all the businesses now that you're shining a light on using up our local farm-grown, farm-fresh products.
Right. So I read an article yesterday written by Phil Isle. He's a local writer, and he's a really good writer. He's a great writer. And he wrote a piece about he and Chef James Mark from North Bakery. They took a drive down to Galilee to source their oysters for North. And the chef makes the trip once a week because that's his best place for oysters, and that's what he does. I mean, it's really cool to watch that.
Well, you see a lot of higher end restaurants going out of their way to do as much farm to table as possible. So for a pizza place to go farm to table when everyone else is calling Cisco or whatever food company, drop off the 800-pound block of pre-shredded cheese.
Right.
There's no comparison.
They're in it for the love of the game. That's for sure. And their pizza, you can taste it. I can't say enough about East Coast pizza. Good guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Well, George had a question. It's a subject near and dear to all of our hearts.
Well,
but
it is. But I mean, it's no secret that the cannabis world is really starting to flower here now in Rhode Island, and there's a good opportunity that during our next voting session that it could get passed here in Rhode Island. And we just would like to know what do you think your thoughts, the impact it could have on our food industry? Yeah, we see in Colorado, there's bakeries popping up, there's food trucks popping up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. It wouldn't surprise me if it were legalized this session, and it's going to be fun to watch how it unfolds.
Well, you're going to have a whole new dimension on the cookie challenge.
No doubt.
There'll be a brownie challenge coming up, without a doubt.
Ba-dum-bum. You're right. Right. But no, it's an interesting question, and it's fun sometimes just to sit back and watch. I've done a little bit of digging. And by digging I mean Googling to see. I was able to tour the Thomas Slater Compassion Center, and so it was interesting to see who's the names that are involved with that. And they're political names,
of course.
Yeah. And so they're setting the table.
This is the state of Rhode Island.
It's
if
cool.
a politician doesn't have his hand in something, it's not getting off the ground
I agree.
usually.
No, I hear what you're saying, but you know what? But I also, it takes patience, and so these guys have been in line, 5-6 years, waiting for it to happen. So it may or may not be, know a guy thing, but it's interesting that they've been in line and they've put together the team that they put together, very well bred individuals in Rhode Island. So it's really kind of it's not going to surprise me if it goes this session. If not this one, it's got to be next one.
Sure,
I'm guessing, pure guess.
Sure,
good. Well, what other challenges or contests are you thinking of?
Okay.
Because, you get ice cream, pizza, wings. I heard rumor that, or actually they're already on sale, a calamari challenge.
The calamari challenge is going to be in July and August.
2 months.
2 months. 2 months.
Okay.
Give you a chance to with burgers. How many burgers can you eat in a month? Well, not. Let me ask George.
If you're challenging me, I can
almost
eat
everyone.
Me too.
I'll take the lot.
Exactly. So calamari. I love calamari. It's the Rhode Island state appetizer. How I can't take advantage of that. So that's going to be fun. I'm teaming with John Taraborelli, who let's break the news here. Gosh darn it!
This is the place for breaking news. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah,
first.
It's like every show we have a breaking news.
John Taraborelli is coming on board. He's